learn to travel. Travel to learn to travel. Minal.
Dear Toastmaster, fellow members and respected guests, today's topic of my speech is learn to travel and travel to learn. Actually, travel really changed my life. I'm a very simple girl born in India's big city called Mumbai. So for the first 26 years of my life, my horizon was limited to Mumbai. I never traveled much in my earlier years of life, partly because of the financial limitations and partly because I couldn't use the excuse of visiting the extended family because everybody was staying in Mumbai itself. So after my wedding also, I was keen on staying in Mumbai, but my destiny had something different for me. So I came to Stuttgart, Germany after my wedding. And there I was, facing a totally different world beyond my horizon. And I was experiencing different culture, different cuisine, different language. So I was thrilled to be there. So my husband has rented an apartment in the heart of big city. And the second day of our arrival in Stuttgart, he handed me a folded paper, and that was a city map. I never seen a city map in my life before, and there he was asking me to roam the city with the help of that map. I was very nervous at that time, but I accepted that challenge. But shortly after, I understood that was a tough call because I was never good in geography in my entire school life. So picturing north, south, east, west in my head and routing through the crowd to reach the destination was really getting troublesome for me. So for first few weeks, I found myself lost in a map, figuring out the way to reach my home. And that challenge came with another challenge of communication. I was in Germany and in Stuttgart particularly, where people don't speak that much English. So I kept thinking, people don't speak English, and I don't know a single word of German. How I'm gonna converse? What I'm gonna do for a whole day when my husband is out on work? Oh God, please help. And ta-da! I found a solution, the sign language. So with the help of some road signs and maps and boards, I started communicating with people in sign language. And I found people to be so helpful and that I didn't see the language becoming barrier between us. So I realized that I started coming out of my comfort zone because prior to coming to Stuttgart, I was not very social. I never had many friends. I just had few friends, and I never felt a need to reach out to people, to meet new people and make new friends. And there I was in Stuttgart, of my own, reaching out to people to understand and accommodate in a totally different lifestyle. So I learned from this experience that I could be more resourceful and I couldn't be shy. I couldn't get any shy in the public. So when we were in Stuttgart, we traveled a lot because most of the beautiful countries like France, Austria, Switzerland were in hours reach from our home. And that was a golden opportunity to visit all those countries. But we had to achieve that on a very tight schedule and very tight budget. So we started planning out our weekend trips. So we used to, at the start of the week, we used to come up with a destination to visit on that particular weekend. And we used to have 4 days to do our research and draft our budget and make a travel plan. So we achieved a lot and we traveled in a lot of cities by just sticking to that travel plan. So I quickly realized the second thing is for traveling, we don't have to get our time out from our regular routines, or we don't have to take any financial pinch. By small research, with a little research and planning and discipline to sticking to that plan, we could go on great weekend trips. So I started defining my earlier excuse of financial limitations for not traveling much in my earlier life. So we continued to travel even after coming back to US, and I've seen from all these travels that from crazy fast food life of New York till warm, long weeknight dinners of southern countries, how people make their life more flavorful and joyful within the available means of within their available means. Sorry. So from all these travels, I became independent, and that's the main thing. I became very independent, and I started reaching out to people and started learning out new things and expanding my horizons. So that just got me to the Toastmasters, and here I am standing in front of you, sharing my life mantra: travel to learn and learn to travel. Thank you.